Hello, everyone. Welcome to our podcast. I'm Norman Schafer, and today we have a special treat. We have Rafaela from Tahiti Travel Services, and we're going to talk a little bit about experts in custom trip planning, which they are, and how they can help create journeys that really go beyond the ordinary and connect you with the true heart of Tahiti. Before we dive into today's episode, I want to tell you, if you've ever dreamed of experiencing one of the incredible destinations that we talk about on the show, be sure to visit farandawayadventures.com. For over 30 years, I've helped travelers discover some of the most extraordinary destinations on Earth. If this is of interest, check out the link in the description to farandawayadventures.com, and we'd be happy to make your next trip unforgettable. Rafaela, why don't you just tell me a little bit about Tahiti Travel Services and what you do?
Yaurana, Maiva, thank you, Norman, for this opportunity. I'm Rafaela Taufa, the owner of Tahiti Travel Services, a local inbound operator. We're based in Tahiti, was born and raised in Tahiti, love tourism, love my island. And so with my team, locally based in Tahiti, we organize and we welcome guests traveling to French Polynesia.
Mm-hmm. Well, and why don't you tell me a little bit too about your approach to creating personalized travel experiences for visitors? Because you work with a lot of tour operators that send people to Tahiti, but tell me about what you kind of do that's a little bit different.
It's important. Tahiti is a very unique destination. It's one in a lifetime destination. So we don't do copy paste. We do a la carte. We do customized. What we do, we work with a travel professional and we work on a specific project. They tell us about their clients. They tell us where they want to go, what they do, how they travel. And from there, we customize. We prepare a specific journey for the clients. And we want to make sure it's not a copy and paste. It's really specifically for them. So that's how we work. We really work hand in hand with the travel professional to make sure we create an a la carte, a customized trip.
Yeah. And can you give me an example maybe of some way that you've helped people really connect with the Polynesian cultures? Maybe an example of some of the types of things that you've done in the past.
Yes. Traveling to French Polynesia, there's an opportunity to actually meet with the locals. And the way we work, we really try to include and feature some specific experience. If the clients are foodie people, well, what we have done is we work, for instance, with Havaiki. She's based in Moorea, and they welcome the clients in her home. And together they have prepared a poisson cru, and then they share the meal together. And she shared her story about the islands of Moorea and the people and the culture, and the clients spent just a very nice evening. Or we can work on a cultural tour. We work with Tainui. He welcomed the guest and they will go on the beach and he will teach them how to make a tapa. So there's storytelling, there's exchange. And that's the best way to discover a destination and its people.
I love being in Tahiti and just really the authentic experiences that you have because the culture and the traditions really are going throughout everything that happens in those islands. And you can go to a beach resort and have a really comfortable bed and a comfortable stay. But it's when you have those local interactions that you help create and team people up, that people really have a whole different experience. They'll come back really feeling the mana of the islands.
Exactly.
And one thing you did mention was poisson cru, which is raw fish. It's a very traditional dish. Why don't you tell me a little bit about it?
Well, with a lot of fish, tuna particularly, we're very lucky to have some. And so the best way is to have a nice fresh tuna piece. We cut it in small pieces and then we prepare the coconut milk. From there we grate it and then we prepare it manually. We have this fresh milk. We cut some nice vegetables and then we mix it all together. So, and it's perfect. Just perfect.
I'll tell you, it took me a little while to get used to it, but once I did, I love it. It's delicious. So.
When you come to French Polynesia and Tahiti, you must have your poisson cru. Definitely, that's something to try. And that's really something important because you can try it. You can, whether it's in cooking, whether it's saying Yorana, whether it's putting the flowers the right way. I mean, there's so many opportunities to do like the locals and be like a local.
That's great. And eating the local food is one way to do that.
Definitely.
Now, are there any particular islands or experiences that are perfect for travelers wanting to get off the beaten path?
We have 118 islands, all French Polynesia. It's the size of Europe without Russia, so we do have quite a few islands. Some islands are popular, but others definitely take you on out of the beaten track. I'm thinking Marquesas Islands.
Okay.
I'm thinking Marquesas Islands are located 3 hours from Papeete, Tahiti, which is the main island when you arrive from an international flight. But when you arrive in Whenua Inanna, wow, it's wow. You know you're in another place.
Yeah.
The music, the drum, the island themselves are so different. And there, it's not mass tourism. It's not white sand beach. It's the Haka. It's the Marquesian people. It's adventure. So definitely I would recommend Nukuhiva, Ohiva Oa, or Uapo. So those are the Marquesas Islands. You can visit by plane or through a cargo ship with
I've done that a few times, and I'll tell you, that's a stunning way. You feel like an explorer from 100 years ago, going to these islands as they rise up out of the ocean and
amazing
on this freight ship that's
and they play the drum.
Yeah.
And they sing. Yeah.
Well, why don't you tell me about how far in advance someone should book for a customized trip?
Well, booking in advance is well recommended. It's not a last-minute destination. You don't come to French Polynesia the next month. We recommend minimum, I will say, between 6 to 9 months, but definitely we can already book 12 months in advance. And when you book in advance, the advantage, you have the choice. We have the conditions with the different suppliers, so it's very easy to coordinate. You have the best conditions as well. So I would say minimum 6 to 9 months, but the best is 12 months in advance. Definitely. Yeah.
Well, that's one thing I've noticed is when you do book far in advance, you get your first choice. Whereas when you book shorter notice, you'll get your second, third, or 10th choice of places to stay. So booking well in advance really makes a big difference.
It does. It does.
So what's one piece of advice you'd give travelers planning their very first trip to Tahiti?
Okay. When planning your very first trip to Tahiti, I'll have to say, because it's once in a lifetime, trip, you want to see everything. Take your time. Sometimes it's better to maybe visit less islands. Keep in mind, there can be a second trip or another trip to French Polynesia, but take your time. Don't make a checklist with too many islands, too many things to see. Sometimes the best way is to have more time to go and visit at your pace, Papeete Market or Moorea Island. Take a car, take your time. So maybe not visiting all the checklist islands. Make less islands, more time in each island, and give you some free time to go and discover by yourself. That will be my recommendation.
Great tip. Well, thank you so much for joining me on our podcast today. And we'll have, I'm sure, many other opportunities to talk and to discuss Tahiti.
Marururua, Normo, and looking forward to see more people in Tahiti. Marururua. Thank you very much.
Thanks for tuning in. Discover your next unforgettable journey at farandawasadventures.com. Experience the world differently.